Right now, at day 3 of the Beyond the Field program, we are sitting next to Melissa Weinsz, and she is currently the Director of Player Engagement for the Kansas City Chiefs. If you know this industry and you know this department, you also know there's only about 4 to 5 women who sit in this same seat. I'm sure that's hard enough, but throughout the entire time she's been on and off the field, she's got to be in so many transformative roles to be able to showcase her skill set at LSU, the University of Florida, and beyond. Not only has she done that, she's also led to the restructuring of the Tiger Life department and collaborated on NIL when it was fresh and hot. She was on this panel and she spoke so softly. I was kind of like in a trance. I'm like meditating as she was speaking. But even in that is a gift. Sometimes as women in this male-dominated space, we have to over-assert ourselves. We feel like we have to over-communicate, and we feel like we have to be bolder. So in our eyes, it's just us being us, and in male eyes, it's us being sassy. So how do you navigate this space in the role that you're in to be a leader?
As a female?
Yes.
So when I was first entering this space, I was asking other directors of player engagement, like, I'm a female, what advice do you have for me? And one of the DPEs shut me down real fast. He said, listen, that is a superpower. The fact that you have that feminine energy, that you are a female, is a rarity in this space.
Right.
And it is completely up to you with how you want to make a difference and have an impact when you enter the field. And I was like, shoot, okay, I think I can actually do this when you put it that way. So, a lot of these young men are raised by cared for women figures in their life. So they are immediately drawn to women in this space because constantly on the field, they're getting the aggressive male testosterone, hypermasculinity. This is what you need to be successful. But then they step into the player engagement space and they're able to soften, shed some of those layers and really get down to the core of what am I experiencing and how can I take care of myself before I transition onto the field.
And so diving into those layers, right, of unpeeling, there has to come from the willingness to understand. And so with the mother instincts, whether you're a mother or not, we're nurturers.
I'm a dog mom.
Okay, so, all right, that counts. When you come to developing the character development, the personal development, what are some things that you do for yourself that other women in this space you truly believe would help them be successful in these roles?
What are things I do for myself?
Yeah. As far as personal development and
taking
health
care of
and
myself
wellness.
before
Yes,
I take
ma'am.
care of other people.
Yes.
So for me personally, the first thing I do before or when I move to any new city, because just like you said, I went from Ohio to Florida, from Florida to Louisiana to here. I find my community in the CrossFit space.
Okay.
So I find an active area to where I can go and engage in activities with people outside of work. You have to find people and community outside of the space where you're working because we are spending hours upon hours in those buildings. So making sure that I've established people that not only like know me, but really truly know who I am and what's important to me is huge.
Right.
So I found that in both CrossFit and also my church community. So that has been pivotal for me to make sure that I'm taking care of myself.
And
Does that answer that question?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And so in this space, right, when you talk about people getting to know you on a more personal level, there's a lot of boundaries that we have to set, especially being in a male-dominated environment.
Right.
And with the level of confidentiality, how do you navigate that, or what advice would you give me coming into this space?
Yeah. I don't know if this is the best advice, but whenever I'm building relationships with people, I spend so much time asking questions about them. I'm having them talk about themselves and really truly feel comfortable in a space with me before I really disclose or share anything about myself. So I make the relationship a little bit more about them, what they're going through, and then I'm able to kind of assess on my end, okay, is this someone that I can trust or someone that I want to lean into? So I'm quick to love but slow to share. So that's really helped me establish a lot of really fruitful relationships in the community of Kansas City.
That was dope. I love it. I want to just dive a little bit deeper into you being in this space right now. And so what does Beyond the Field mean to you?
Oh my gosh. I immediately think of Ed Jones. I
Yes.
think about one of the most genuine, just authentic, kind, innovative souls that bring all of the best people together.
Yes.
Whether or not he actively tried to do that or not, like he got all the people in the room that really truly want to make a difference in this field.
Yes.
These are selfless individuals that want to pour into others. You're not here with a self-serving vision or mission. And Ed just wants to share that love. He wants to connect people. He wants to better people. Like, this is the premier opportunity when it comes to player engagement, player development, and advocating for yourself professionally and what the next step looks like for you. So this is everything to our field.
I love that. It's absolutely a no-brainer. You've heard it first from one of the best at the Beyond the Field program, first year in-person summit. Thank you so much for having us and being in this environment.
Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.